Well, thank you for coming back for another episode of Beyond the Classroom. I'm here with another incoming teacher for the 24-25 school year, Ms. Heidi Dean. Heidi, hello.
Hi, nice to meet
Heidi,
you all.
hi.
Not heard that one before.
Oh, I had to do it. I had to. I'm so sorry. How are you, Heidi?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good, good, good. Now, thank you for taking time out of your schedule to join us for a quick chat. We just want to know basically everything about you. So, to start off, let's hear your self introduction. Who are you? Where are you from? Where are you working now, etc., etc.?
Okay, so I come from England, a beautiful part of England, Yorkshire. I've taught overseas for a while now. So my first position was in Ghana, West Africa, and where I learned some Ghanaian drumming, which was very cool. Then I moved to Sri Lanka, and I was in Sri Lanka for 8 years, and that's where I had my twin boys. 2 years into living in Sri Lanka and working there. And then I moved to China, and I'm now working at Nanjing International School, and this is my 9th year here.
Wow,
Yeah.
9 years.
Yeah.
So that's a long time. It's a very long career overseas.
Mm-hmm.
But let's take it back a second. What got you into international teaching? I mean, what's your educational background to start? And then how did that, translate into international education?
So it's quite interesting. So I finished schooling at 16 actually, and went and worked in a bank for a year. I actually feel like I think that everyone in their career should do something that they truly were not suited to and hated, because then it makes you appreciate what you do have. So I worked in a bank for a year, absolutely hated it. It was not me at all. I'm quite a creative, bubbly person. So for me, it was like, no. And then I went back into education, did my A levels. And then my mum was a teacher. My brother-in-law was a teacher. My sister's a teacher. And I said, never going to be a teacher. Lo and behold. So then I went to Scarborough University, and I studied music. So I've got a Bachelor of Arts in music with qualified teaching status. And then I taught in Yorkshire as a homeroom teacher for 2 years, and then moved to London. I was always taught when I was doing teacher training, everyone should go and teach in London, because if you can teach there, you can teach anywhere. And I definitely agree with that. Like, there are many different abilities, ethnicities, like it was an interesting experience. Whereas a homeroom teacher there, upper primary school. And then I moved overseas to work and live in Ghana, because I was married at the time. My husband was a journalist. So he got a position over there, and I went as a local hire. That was quite interesting. So then my friends moved to Sri Lanka. Then that's how I ended up in Sri Lanka. Then I had a friend move to China. That's how I ended up in China. Yeah. So
Wow. So you've kind of been all over the world with teaching.
yeah.
So what is it that drew you to teaching then?
Well, it's interesting because when I went into teaching, it was because I wanted variety. I didn't want to go sit in the same chair every day, the same room, looking at the same four walls. And so for me, it was great because I went in as a homeroom teacher. So I was teaching everything. And in England, like, we didn't have integrators and stuff. I was like in a local primary school. We taught literally everything. I was head of PE at one point. I was head of literacy at one point. I was always head of music because of my degree. And then when I went overseas to Ghana, that was my first time I was like a specialist or an integrator. And I was a music teacher. And then they had some cutbacks or whatever. They had to get rid of the drama teacher. So then I became the performing arts teacher, where I taught music and drama. Then I moved to Sri Lanka. Same thing happened. I started as music, then I did performing arts. Same thing happened when I came to China. But now I'm getting back into pure music when I moved to Busan, which I'm excited about, actually.
Yeah.
I can really do it on the music side. So yeah.
So tell us what it is you'll be doing when you join us in ISB.
So I will be the PYP music teacher. Yay!
Yeah.
Super excited. Yeah. Yeah.
They are so enthusiastic. Like the PYP students, the music bears we call them. They are just adorable. Makes me cry every time they perform. In a good
With
way.
happy. Yeah, I was going to say with happiness.
In a good way, in a good way. Okay, that's interesting. And so what is it? Because I mean, 9 years in any one place, that's a significant chunk of time. So how do you feel about moving across to ISB and what prompted the move?
I am so excited. To be absolutely honest, I mean, COVID had a huge hit on it. Like, we lived through COVID in China. It was definitely not easy. We kind of had to hunker down for 3 years, and that had a huge impact on whether we would stay or go. I don't know if we'd have done 9 years if it hadn't have been that. However, you know, my children very settled here. It's been good for us. You know, every experience, it's what you make of it. And I truly believe that. I'm quite glass half full. But we are definitely ready for a new experience, a new culture. I mean, it's interesting actually, because the school I'm currently at, we have quite a lot of Koreans, and actually my son's best friend is Korean. So he's been telling him all about it, and we're just really excited, you know, just getting to a completely different place. My boys have never lived by the ocean, so that'll be nice, and to have a bit cleaner air than where we currently are. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, lots of opportunities, especially for a family, and you know, great infrastructure, great facilities all around. And like you said, the ocean is right on our doorstep. So it's definitely, it feels like a holiday town. It really is a holiday town. So you can come and enjoy a holiday despite, you know, having to work. So you'll be joining us for the new year, the 24-25 year. Is there anything in particular that you're really excited about, or perhaps anything you're maybe worried about?
It's really interesting because my last school in Sri Lanka was a little bit smaller than your school, than ISB. The school I'm at is a little bit bigger than ISB. I'm actually quite excited about going to a smaller community because I think it'll be really nice. It'll be close knit, and that I'm super excited about. I'm most nervous about my memory. Like, it took me a long time to learn all the students' names when I came here to China, and then to go to Korea and have to learn every student's name again in PYP. That's my biggest challenge, I think.
Yeah, you'll adapt very quickly. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And they'll be very quick to tell you if you got their name wrong as well. So don't worry about that.
That's good. Okay, they'll call me on it. Okay.
You will. So before, I know you're very busy, so before we say goodbye, please give us a message that we can share from you to the ISB community about your soon move to our community.
Okay, so I am super happy and super excited to meet everyone. And yeah, I hope it's a super positive experience for all of us. I'm sure it will. I apologize if I do forget your names. It's nothing personal. And yeah, I think we're going to go on a great learning journey together.
I love it. Thank you so much, Heidi. It's been a pleasure chatting with you, and we will see you very soon because time flies. All ready for the next school year at ISB.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.